As another symptom of Canada's hot housing market, renovictions are happening right across the country. A scan of local papers and Facebook groups shows dozens of stories from nearly every major city of renters being told to leave their homes so their landlords can renovate, only to see the property listed for more money a short time later. Here to explain what's happening and what the rules really are is David Fleming. He's the author of the Toronto Realty blog. Good to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, why are renovictions on the rise?
Well, I think, remember that renovictions, there are the legal ones and the illegal ones. What we're talking about today are the landlords that unfortunately tell the tenant, I'm going to renovate, and you have to leave legally, and then they don't. They just increase the rent. I would say they're on the rise because it's very difficult for landlords to increase the rents. You're given a maximum per year by the government, and I would also say that maybe just greed, good old-fashioned greed, is a factor.
All right, if the laws differ slightly province by province, but generally it works, if you own property, how can you legally get a tenant to leave?
Well, in Ontario, because the new rules that came in 2017, you can't unless you are moving into it yourself for a period of 12 months, or a family member, or if you were renovating. So if you're doing a substantial renovation, and if you believe in the free market, you would agree that yes, if you're going to take your asset and try to increase the value, you should be able to do that. The problem is where landlords are mimicking that they're going to do that, and then the tenant sees the property relisted for a higher price, say 2 weeks later, and the landlord has done absolutely nothing to it.
Yeah, so to be clear, renovictions are legal.
Yes.
Lying about the renovations is the illegal part. Also, tenants have the right of first refusal. If you as a landlord tell me that you're going to renovate, you then have to come to me and say, I'm putting it back on the market, it's going up at this rate, do you want to stay?
Exactly. The problem is, so affordability. If you're renting for $1,800 a month, the landlord renovates, now they're offering it to you at $3,000, you're probably not going to be able to afford it. But if this is 6 months later, I'm sure that you've moved on by then.
And the gray zone for tenants is the fact that, you know, I could put in maybe $500 worth of renovations and say I have renovated and jack up the rent.
Yeah, and so what constitutes a substantial renovation, I think, is open to interpretation. And that, of course, leads to perhaps landlords saying that it was a substantial renovation when it wasn't, and the onus is on the tenant to complain to the landlord and tenant board.
If I feel like I have been renovicted, I've been lied to, what can I do?
Go to the landlord and tenant board, and as you've seen in the intro there were articles in the newspaper where landlords are being fined.
How long does it take, though? Because in the meantime, you have to have somewhere to live.
You do have to have somewhere to live, yes, but if you were to take it the distance, not only would the landlord be fined, and as is the case in social media, publicly shamed, you would also get compensation.
All right, David, thanks for coming in to explain it to us a little bit more. Good luck to anybody out there who is in this situation. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.